All right, three things in 3 minutes. Let's get it. So, a little bit of a cold for me today. Excuse my voice. Some interesting news came out from the NAR, National Association of Realtors, recently that in 2024, we had the lowest share of first time homebuyers in recorded history. So, since 1981, we had the fewest number of people who had not purchased a home before, 24%. That's down from 2010, where that number was 50%. So, what does that mean? It basically means we have a ton of move up and move down buyers, people who are trading out, who already own homes, recently owned homes. And so it changes how you need to move as a real estate agent. If you're a newer agent, it's not enough to just focus on first time homebuyers because you feel like there's not a gap in your knowledge from somebody who's just starting and you who may be just starting. You need to understand how to help people that already own homes and have been through the process before. So, this is the two home tango. This is what I talk about, the delicate dance of helping people navigate buying a home when they already own a home. I will put a link in this message below for just a quick cheat sheet and a guide on the two home tango, how I think about it. But what that means is you have to really understand, what does a contingent offer look like? Can your client buy before they sell? Do they need to sell first? And if so, are you going to get them out of the house or are you going to sell while they're living there? If they're going to try to buy before they sell, do they need a private hard money loan because they don't have enough income, which can be expensive, but may be a good option? Or can they do the two home tango by getting a traditional mortgage? This is what we do. So you can have them work with somebody like me who can give them a second opinion, or you can have them start with somebody like me who can really help them navigate this process and come up with a strategy from day one so that you guys can head down the right path from the start. Okay? First thing. Second thing, the Trump administration just made it so that only US citizens and permanent residents can get FHA mortgages. So this is something that's not going to necessarily affect the high end real estate market, right? $2, $3, $4 million homes are not getting purchased with FHA mortgages. But on the lower end, especially in places where you have a high concentration of immigrants, maybe people who are DACA recipients or H-1B, those homes are going to have less buyers because FHA is not the only option, but it is a really good option for people with lower credit scores or less credit history, lower down payments, and looking for a permissive way to get into the housing market. So the Trump administration has signaled, look, they're not protecting non-permanent resident aliens and sometimes permanent resident aliens. DACA recipients are going to be in compliance issues with this administration going forward. And so this is just the first step. We could see this cross over to Fannie and Freddie, which is conventional mortgages. I don't like it. I think it will have a negative impact on the people who need help the most, but that is a different conversation. Keep an eye out for that. If you're working with FHA buyers who are not permanent resident aliens or permanent residents, or U.S. citizens, then they need to be talking to their lender about other options. Finally, mortgage rates. Rates are moving up a little bit, right? Remember, they were around 7.25 about a month or two ago. They dropped down to about 6.625 at their best. And since then, they moved up to around 6.75 to 6.8 right now. There's not a ton happening. We're still waiting to see, what does tariffs mean? Do they really happen? On again, off again, who knows? And then also, is this a recession? And if it's a recession, rates will come down, but it will also hurt employment, stocks, etc. So keep an eye on things. Again, thank you guys, and y'all got this.